Hello everyone, this is the Metal Lad here, and today we're gonna have another story time type of video. Because it's been a while since I made a story video, so today I'm gonna make another one, and this one is gonna be about my first year in Ireland. So, let's start off, shall we? I was 12 when I first moved here, and believe me, it was difficult for me to get used to Ireland at first. Now, keeping in mind I visited Ireland before I started living here. I used to come here every summer, and sometimes even winter. I used to come and visit my mom because she lived here, and I lived in Latvia with my grandmother, so I came and visited my mom once in a while. So that's that. The first year of me living in Ireland wasn't exactly the easiest or the best. It was actually one of the worst years I've had in terms of school and friends and everything else, because you know, when you move to a new country, you have no one to talk to, you have no friends, nothing. So you're basically just alone, so to say. And I was, for a few months, I was. Now, first things first, I realized the first thing is the system is very different. The school system, for example, is very much different. See, I started school on exactly the same days that we would in Latvia, but in Latvia, it's kind of like this. The 1st of September is usually a day where you kind of meet teachers, you kind of have a laugh from friends, you kind of get introduced to the year, they can tell you what you're going to do, everything else like that, and they're going to explain to you what's going to happen throughout the year. That's it. And you go home afterwards. It's basically an hour of you doing something and going back home. Now in Ireland, though, in 6th class, that's where I started with 6th class. First day of school is the first day of school. I didn't know that. I really didn't. I thought that the first day is going to be the same as in Latvia. I thought that the first day is going to be introduction kind of day, so you're going to meet your teachers and everything else and see what's the story and everything else. But no, apparently the first day in Ireland is exactly the opposite. It's a completely full day of school. So here I am, I go to school and everything else. I brought flowers to school on the first day, because in Latvia, like, I'm going to keep kind of going back and forth with this, is the fact that in Latvia, in the first day of school, you usually bring flowers to your teacher, your class teacher, your class tutor, so to say, the main teacher that you're always going to be with. And I brought flowers because I thought it was going to be exactly the same, so the introduction day, can meet teachers and everything else. But the first day was a proper school day, and I saw everyone in uniforms with their bags, with their books, and I'm there like, what? I had to bring my books and my bag. Okay, sorry about that. I did not know this is going to be a full day of school, because I'm used to the fact that the first day of school is never the first day of school. It's never the first day. And they kind of looked at me all and be like, what is this guy doing? Where's his books? Why isn't he bringing his stuff with him? He's weird. He's a foreigner, what do you expect? He doesn't know what the hell's going on. But yeah, I wasn't used to the fact that I had to bring my books and everything else to the school the first day, and I was just there like, completely confused, what the hell is going on? I didn't know what the hell was going on. I really didn't. It wasn't until about a week later that I found a friend in 6th class whose name is Vil. This is also a Latvian fella. And we started kind of talking and everything else, and it was pretty cool because I found someone that speaks my language and is a friend and everything else, and we were basically kind of friends for the whole year. We were spending time in class and everything else, and outside of class and outside of school even, and everything else. We were just kind of chilling together and all this and all that anyway. I did experience my fair share of bullying for the first year in that school. It was my first and last year in that school because I was in 6th class. And as you go in the system, Ireland is after 6th class you need to go to secondary school, means you need to change schools. But I'll talk about that in a different video. The point is the fact that I experienced a bit of bullying, people who are constantly talking shit behind my back and everything else. You know, something that you kind of, you know, is in pretty much every single school, every single place in the world, where there's always going to be someone that has a problem with you, and someone that has a problem with what you are and who you are and everything else. But there was, I think, 1 or 2 guys in class who kind of, I wouldn't say, did bully me and called me names and everything else, and I was a sensitive little bitch at the time. I seriously was. I was the most sensitive little bitch ever, because I got bullied for 5 years in Latvia, and I thought escaping that is going to stop that bullying, but it never stopped. It kept going. I couldn't handle it, so I kept telling the teacher. I was that kind of kid. I was that kind of kid when I was like 12. I was telling my teachers everything, saying that, oh, this guy is saying these things about me, that guy's saying that about me, and it's really annoying and it's upsetting me. All sort of bullshit, you know what I mean? Like, I got offended very easily back then, and it was cringy to say the least, because I thought that once I tell the teacher, things are gonna go better. But they did for a while, but eventually they kept going back to it and everything else. And it's just something that I had to get over myself, and I just had to be like, you know what, fuck it, they're just kids. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about, nothing, so I might as well just forget about it and move on. Ireland was a huge change for me, it really was, because I was used to Latvian, everyone speaking Latvian and everything else, and even though I had really good English at the time, and I still do, at the time I had pretty good English. Even my teacher said my English is one of the best, is the best she's ever seen, and I was only 12 when she said that to me, so it was an honor. But at the same time, you think that just because you know English it's going to be easy to live outside a different country, but it's not. It's not the fact that it's the language that's different, it's everything else that's different. I mean, the language is fine, I got used to the fact that everyone speaks English here. It's just the fact with everything else in terms of school, friends, people, even jobs or anything else, everything here is much different compared to Latvia, and that's what kind of was difficult to get used to for the first year. So far I've spent a third, that's 33% of my entire life so far in Ireland, outside of the country where I used to live in. And to be honest, it's a really good decision I've made. I've never looked back on it. I never thought about leaving Ireland, going back to Latvia, because it's nothing compared to here. I mean, yeah, Ireland has its fair share of problems like any other place in the world, but at the same time, this is a place where I grew up and turned into what I am today. And if it wasn't for Ireland, I probably would never been a metalhead, never probably make YouTube videos, I would probably never get tattoos or piercings, I would probably never get the style that I have right now, I would probably never play guitar as much as I do right now, and there'd be a lot of things I probably wouldn't be if I stayed in Latvia. So there's a lot of things in Ireland that I really appreciate that I came here for. I mean, it's fantastic. You meet some amazing people here, amazing things here. Yeah, there are times when I obviously miss Latvia because my family's there. Most of my family's over there. My granny, my uncle, my cousin, my other cousin. There's a lot of people there that I have, and even my friends, dogs, and there's some of the people there that I miss, and that's perfectly fine. But at the same time, Ireland is just a place for me because this is where I basically turned into what I am today. I went through a lot of phases. I went through a lot of things, and I grew up here. Most of my all my teenage years were spent in Ireland, so that's why I prefer Ireland to Latvia, and I'll always prefer Ireland to Latvia. I will definitely want to visit Latvia all the time because it is where I was born, and there are some great places there. There's some things to do, obviously, and it's not a bad place to be. It's just I would never return to live there because it's not worth it. It really isn't. Small bit of news before I end this video. I ordered myself a nice little microphone for myself so I can make better audio quality for my videos, because the camera is pretty good. It does the job. It's just the audio that I need to improve. The audio on this phone is fantastic. It's just the fact that I'm not using the high definition audio on this because my computer doesn't pick it up, and Sony Vegas doesn't pick it up because it's an MKV file, and I have to fucking do everything just to edit my videos, and it takes ages to do. So much rather use this and use the mic that I'm gonna get pretty soon to make videos. So anyway, but that's gonna be next 2-3 weeks or so. So hope you guys enjoyed. Again, I'll see you guys next time.